started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 30-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Stafford. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Cardinals. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not in still, he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try again with Drake. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it. It's Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jamie Collins and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but
it's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
To TJ.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They run out of the gun with Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Extra point.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Cardinals 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Come on! So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
2-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Lions 7.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They run toss to the right with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Counter play, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Lions 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Ball carrier.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
7. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Running, it's Drake. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals. Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For Arizona.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, Drake. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
51 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Great.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Murray now on first down, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Drake. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Right back to Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard.
Shotgun now for Murray. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Murray gets this one to Isabella.
Murray's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Murray again, flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, simple. Push him back. Hey, Mike, 50. On me. 2-2. Hot. 51.
To throw is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Operating from the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cardinals 41. Lions 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Drake. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
He's brought down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 36 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
49. Lions 19. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? I
wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.